when we excavate, of course, we take away what we're interested in. So the absolute priority in archaeology is to turn the soil we take away into paper and drawn records. So we will draw everything, we'll photograph everything, and for instance we make a very detailed written record. So for instance we would use a sheet like this, it's called a context sheet, and there's a different one for every layer, and it will describe exactly what that layer's like, as well as being the key way in which we can relate the finds made in it back to all our other records. And for instance, one of the things we do on these context sheets is we'll record the colour of the soil. We do that with this gadget. This is called a Munsell soil colour chart, and it's a standard chart of different soil colours, and every archaeologist in the world uses the same one, so that anybody reading a report I'd written, perhaps in another country in 100 years' time, would still be able to go to their soil colour chart, use the key, which is made up of different numerical and alphabetical codes, and come to the particular colour that I decided that layer was, and they would know exactly what I meant by that code. And it's those sorts of techniques that we use to make a full and scientific record of everything that we take away while we're excavating. There aren't always that many opportunities for young people to actually get onto excavations because there are many insurance and safety issues. Once you get to about 17 or 18, it becomes much easier. For instance, you can dig with us. But there are things like the Council for British Archaeology's Young Archaeologists Club, who are a large national body who run events for young people interested in archaeology. Of course, a good way of finding out about archaeology is to go to museums. London's particularly well stocked with museums. We have a museum in Enfield, but of course there are the Museum of London and the British Museum and other ones. And also to read up on it. There are many, many books today on archaeology. Something else that there are sometimes opportunities for young people to do, for instance on this site, tomorrow when we have the public open day, we'll be inviting young people if they would like to come and wash some of the finds, which can be a fascinating process because as the soil comes off you actually reveal a piece of tile perhaps with scratch marks on from the man who made it in 1500, or the piece of pottery that looks just sort of dirty and amorphous, and as you wash it you perhaps see the glaze come through, and that can be a good way into, for instance, recognising what's a piece of modern pottery and what's a piece of ancient pottery. So there are ways in for young people to find out whether they're really interested in this subject, and of course if they are, the way to go is to go on and try and study archaeology in some more formal way, and obviously ultimately perhaps to go to university and study.